Hey listener, and welcome to the 6th episode of Life Through a Learner's Eye. This is me, Armughan, your host on this podcast. And those of you who might have listened to the 5 episodes, 5 feel like a lot. 5 episodes I uploaded. Those of you who have listened to me, welcome back on this one. And this one, just like the previous one, this episode is like an experience I went through, and I feel like I had to share it with you, and hopefully you might get some value out of it. So let's get right into the topic. Aaj Thursday hai. I don't know the date. I never know the date. I have my phone for that. Thank you technology. So आज थर्सडे और आज भी ना मुझे एक सेरेमनी में जाना था, एंड इट वाज लाइक द हाई अचीवर्स सेरेमनी. इट वाज कॉल्ड हाई अचीवर्स एज इन ऑब्वियसली यू इन मार्क्स. आई मीन कोई मैंने इतनी बड़ी अचीवमेंट तो की नहीं है कि मुझे हाई अचीवर्स सेरेमनी में बुलाया जाएगा. और एक्चुअली you know, if you know me a little bit, you know that I am in like zero support of marks. It's like marks don't mean anything to me. Still in my school I got marks. और इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं बहुत पढ़ता था. मैंने कभी भी पढ़ने पे या किसी भी और मैंने हमेशा वो काम किया which felt right to me, और वो पढ़ना नहीं था. I mean पढ़ने का मतलब I loved reading novels. I loved reading and studying about physics because I love physics. But मुझे कभी भी the thing is I loved physics, but मुझे कभी भी स्कूल में physics पसंद नहीं आई because of the teachers, and most of them are like this. And I don't blame you. It's just the system. We have went all through this. So the thing is कि मैंने कभी मार्क्स को एक ऑब्सेशन नहीं बनाया. बस मेरे साथ ये है कि I try to understand what I study very well, and I don't review it. I revise it a little bit, just a little bit. I have never opened my book or opened my bag. अपने स्कूल की डेली लाइफ में मैंने कभी भी नहीं खोला. पेपर था तो पेपर से पहले बस थोड़ा सा देख लिया कि क्या है, and just revise and understand and know what you have and like get it out on the paper. And कभी भी मैंने मार्क्स को एक ऑब्सेशन नहीं बनाया. ऑब्सेशन तो एक बहुत ही जो है ना एक हैवी वर्ड है. मैंने उसके पास नहीं आने दिया. और मैं क्लास में शुरू में ऐसे था कि मैं बॉयज़ में हाईएस्ट मेरे ही थे. तो मेरे जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड थे, पूरी क्लास ही, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी. सभी मुझे अच्छे लगते थे और अच्छे लगते हैं इवन इन कॉलेज. आई मिस यू गाइस. तो उसमें मेरा जो एक ऐसा फ्रेंड था जो मुझे फ्रीक्वेंटली मिलता था. आई मीन मेरा उसके घर जाना या उसका मेरे घर आना बहुत था. ज़्यादा उसके मेरे घर आना था. और वो काफ़ी देर भी रहा करता था. हसन इफ़ यू आर लिसनिंग दिस, आई मिस यू. और वो हसन was like the failure in class. I mean if you make a failure list, हसन is like number 1. But मेरे लिए वो चीज़ मैटर नहीं करती थी, क्योंकि I know that this grading system जिस पे हसन ने फेलियर रखा हुआ है नंबर 1 पे, अगर आप एक very different list बनाएं, if you make the same list with Einstein or Bill Gates, they will be on number 1. I mean Bill Gates never went to college. Einstein was like the failure in class, just like Hassan. So I strongly believe that Hassan might be the next Einstein. I mean a joke. That was a joke, but I strongly believe that he has the same amount of potential that anybody has, and he can do great things just like anyone. Marks don't define him a single bit. So just as they didn't define me, I don't let them define me. So we are clear on this. कि मेरे लिए मार्क्स मैटर नहीं करते। और इस सब की रीज़न यही थी कि दैट यू गाइज विल गो कि हमें तो कहते रहते हैं मार्क्स नहीं, लोग खुद ले लेता है। इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस, बिलीव मी। तो इस हाई अचीवर्स कॉन्फ्रेंस सारे पे दीवे मैं गया, क्योंकि स्कूल की एक ट्रेडिशन है और ऑब्वियसली मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे कहा कि जाओ, एक बड़ी फ़ख्र की बात है। मैं गया, उन्होंने मुझे एक अवार्ड, एक सर्टिफिकेट, लाइक इट्स अ ट्रॉफ़ी एंड जस्ट अ सर्टिफिकेट, get that, I got that and got back home. Or actually I noticed something there and I thought on something there, and I was thinking on this yesterday as well कि इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में आप इस आई वाज इन स्मार्ट स्कूल। तो स्मार्ट स्कूल के जितने भी कैंपसेस हैं, ऑल द नेट, ऑल ऑफ द अचीवर्स फ्रॉम द स्कूल, ऑल ऑफ द टॉपर्स फ्रॉम द स्कूल, दे वर देयर। तो उन सबको उन्होंने अवार्ड दिया और एक इनकरेजमेंट दी। अच्छी बात है, इनकरेजमेंट होनी चाहिए बच्चों की। मैं ख़ुद भी एक बच्चा ही हूँ। जब मैं कहता हूँ बच्चों की तो थोड़ा अजीब सा लगता है शायद, पर इट्स ओके। तो बच्चों की इनकरेजमेंट होनी चाहिए, बट इनकरेजमेंट, आई हैव अ लिटिल डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन दिस एज वेल कि अक्सर पेरेंट्स ऐसे करते हैं कि इफ़ यू, अगर तुम्हारी फर्स्ट पोजीशन आती है या तुम्हें अच्छे मार्क्स आते हैं तो तुम्हें ये रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा। एंड यू नो किड्स, सम ऑफ द किड्स दे वर्क रियली हार्ड एंड दे गेट दैट, और उन्हें वो रिवॉर्ड मिलता है और वो काफ़ी खुश होते हैं। तो कुछ पेरेंट्स समझते हैं कि ये चलो एक अच्छा वे है मोटिवेट करने का, बट इन द शॉर्ट टाइम येस, वट आई थिंक इज़ दैट इन द शॉर्ट टाइम येस, इन द लॉन्ग टाइम रियली नो। I have these thoughts and I want to talk about instant gratification here. I mean, you and I, we both know in the practical life, in the real life, instant gratification is not a thing. Look at any of the great achiever there is. They worked like so many years on a single thing, and then they achieved that. Slowly it unfolded. Tony Robbins says that people overestimate what they can do in a year and they underestimate what they can do in a decade. So I think that instant gratification is not a thing there is. If you live or if you work on something to get a reward, and most of in the Marx case, the reward can be the agreement or the love of a parent, and that's like the worst case scenario. If you live your life to make someone happy, we'll get on this hopefully on some other episode, but here's the key, that if you live your life to make someone happy and you leave yourself, you are dead. So इन मार्क्स से अगर इस सेरेमनी से किसी भी एक बच्चे के माइंड में ये बात जाती है कि इफ़ यू वर्क रियली हार्ड, इस तरह की और वो आती रहेंगी और हमें ज़्यादा हाईलाइट, हमें वैल्यू मिलती रहेगी, इम्पोर्टेंस मिलती रहेगी, देन आई डोंट थिंक कि ये सेरेमनीज एक अच्छा काम कर रही हैं। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि नहीं होनी चाहिए, अब ऑब्वियसली होनी चाहिए, बट आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू गाइस, द हाई अचीवर्स दैट दे वर देयर, कि इफ़ यू आर लिसनिंग टू मी, कि अगर you know this ceremony happened, but in life if you are working on something for yourself, you'll not be gratified instantly. You have to work on it for the next 1 2 3 4 5 10 15 20 years, and then things will slowly start to unfold, and those things would be so much great than the things you get in 1 year, and you'll actually love that. So you know, if अगर किसी भी बच्चे का ये माइंडसेट बन जाता है कि अगर मैं मार्क्स लूँगा और मुझे अभी भी रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, ऑब्वियसली हमें पता है कि वी आर रियली वाइज गाइज, तो हमें पता है कि ये मार्क्स जो हैं दे एक्चुअली डोंट प्रॉमिस यू बेटर और अ सेफ फ्यूचर, जो वो कहते हैं। और तो ये जो इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन अगर आ जाती है बच्चों में कि जो वो काम करें उसका फ़ौरन, you get marks and you get a reward at a ceremony, or you get a reward of some type, it motivates you to get more and more of that. And when that doesn't happen in the real life, you get depressed, you get sad. That's where depression starts from. So don't ever think of being instantly gratified. Work on the thing you want. And here's another thing, I'll give it to you. If you think that your adventure is going to the moon, if you find adventure in going to the moon and you don't find adventure in a smile, you are dead. That your life is dead. Tony Robbins said that. And here's the context behind it. The first 3 astronauts that went to the moon, I mean, it was their whole life's ambition to go there. And those 3 astronauts, they got all geared up, they went to the moon, and they came back, they shook the president's hand, and then what? They become depressed. So you need to find your adventure in a smile as well. You need to be fulfilled in the moment, because the moment is what you have. So success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Not me, Tony Robbins. I don't know, I have this like 3 things I have referenced for him. He's such a great guy. I'll encourage you to listen to him. And so जो काम आप करते हैं उसका आपको करते रहना होता है. It's like God says to you, you have to hit on this, you have to hit this hard, you have to hit this wall real hard and consistently, and then I'll reward you. You won't be instantly rewarded. So a great thanks to the Smart School for this ceremony. And I really thought on this perspective. From this perspective, this is my perspective, this is how I see. And what I want to tell you is that don't work hard just for these things. Do work hard, but without, and have a dream, have a goal, but not don't think that it will be instant to you. Have patience. Patience is the key. Patience is the key to growth, and patience is the key to getting to your dreams. And one more thing that I heard there over and over, वो जो वहाँ पे what's the word, like the who are I forgot the word. I mean these 2 girls who were like operating the whole thing. I don't know. I forgot the word. Shit. It's okay. I mean, you get the idea. Like they were operating the thing, and they said one line over and over again. It was this, and the key to ultimate. उसका मतलब यही था. मतलब इसी तरह के इससे मिलती जुलती लाइन थी. I don't remember the exact line. The key to ultimate success is depends on one thing: academic excellence. I was like, man, what are these guys doing even? And I actually thought on one thing. I mean, in our education system, they are doing great efforts, and I acknowledge them. They are doing a very, very great efforts toward a better one, what they think is a better one. But the thing is, all of it is going in the wrong direction. Yes, it is going in the wrong direction, because basic facts like creativity and the human nature and all of this, if we don't acknowledge it, we will just stop. We will operate like this. So we need to go in the right direction and then make these efforts, so then they'll be fruitful. Yeah, that's it for today's episode. Instant gratification. The conclusion is, don't be short-termed. Don't think short-termed. Be as long-term as you can, and be fulfilled. Success is a different thing. Fulfillment is a different thing. Be fulfilled. because that's much more greater, and that is what is even greater than being happy. Fulfillment. And be an achiever. Of course, be an achiever. And we need to redefine our education system. That's it for today's episode. I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for sticking to the end. And if you, I know I say this at the end of every episode, if you have stayed till here, you would have listened to everything I said. And if you have any, if you don't agree with me on anything, or if you have any ideas of yourself, I'll encourage you greatly to go down, leave them in the comments. I love to hear them, and I'll try my best to reply them. Thanks for staying to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay happy.